Here we go again, happy as could be, all good pals and jolly good company. Yes, it's time once again to delve into the lucky dip of what's on Keiron's mind. Hello there. How are you, everyone? I'm doing fine. Back in the studio, still cracking on. Today is the release day of Step Up.
Stand up to the edge, stand with me, see what will achieve without belief. Find your wings, don't look down. We will fly and we will live.
And it's Bedlam. It's Bedlam. It's Bedlam in the Metcalfe house. We, for some reason, we've been trying to sell our house for a year. When I say trying, not really trying, because we don't want to leave. But you know, it's complicated. But for some obscure, inexplicable reason, I decided to schedule a house viewing for the day we were releasing a single. Duh. Anyway, but yeah, still managed to get a bit of stuff out. Probably didn't do as much as I did with No Turning with In the Alleyways, but more than I did with No Turning Back. But yeah, so Step Up is out today. It's out today. You lucky, lucky people. How can you contain yourselves? So yeah, on all the usual suspects, you know, Spotify, Deezer, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon Music, all that malarkey. It's all there. You can find it. You can find it. You will find it. Trust me. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about Step Up. Nah. Nah, I'm really not. I wanted to talk about the Bedlam. The Bedlam of trying to make music, release music, whilst everything's going. Our house is like an armadillo self-storage centre at the moment. You see, my wife had to close her business because of the pandemic. Not really, was it? Wasn't the pandemic that ordered her to close her business? But anyway, yeah, business has gone. Salon in Hull that, you know, this time last year was thriving, well, a little bit earlier than this time last year was thriving, is now gone. And so she's now going to work from home in some regards, but obviously we've got all that gear at the salon that we had to put somewhere. And we didn't want to put it in an actual armadillo self-storage centre. So it came here. So we're showing people around our house. There's stuff everywhere, honestly. It's like a right tip. But consequently, I've inherited some stuff. I've got plans for in here. But see, up yon end of the room there, at the moment, still, is my original desk. Where before we got the band back together, that's where my PC is, all my gubbins out. That's where I do my work, do all my invoicing, all that up there. But I've had it in my head for a while now that I want to get the drums set up in here. Please the neighbours, wouldn't it? 2 a.m, fancy, I've got an idea. Whack. But it doesn't look like it will work because I've not got a jazz kit. I've got a fairly big kit, but I've also got an electronic kit. I can squeeze that in there maybe. Don't really want to. I want to get the full one set up. I might have to do a bit more soundproofing and room treatment. But yeah, so up yon end, that's where it will go. See, there's the drums there. That's some all stacked. That's the actual shells. They were in the corner over here where you can't see. But obviously I've got to get rid of the desk. So what I've done is I've got an old desk. Well, it's not. It's bloody nice actually. You can probably just sort of see it there. It is there. Look. that was Angela's. That's what she had in the conservatory. Because she did some bits. That was her little office in the conservatory. But obviously she's got all this gear that's come from the salon. Honestly, we did 4 trips to the tip in a van, a hired van. You know, the blokes at the tip were starting to get the hump with us, kept rocking up in the tip. But 4, and I think we did 3 or 4 trips home in the van, plus my son would have brought some stuff back in his car, Angela brought some stuff back. Anyway, we got loads of, and I've said all that. But I've got this now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move I'm going to be down here for everything, down this end of the room. And up there, I'm hoping that when the desk comes out, it will look bigger than what it looks now, and that I might actually think, yeah, I can get my drums in there. So that's the plan for the studio. So, yeah, the chair's gone. Ruby's over here now. You can just about see her down there. Just Ruby now. Our beautiful Dolly. She passed away in her sleep 2 weeks ago today. Well, 2 weeks ago last night. She'd been ill for about a week. Tart. She'd been ill for about a week, had a cough. Got a cough the Friday before. Took her to the vets on the Monday. She died in her sleep on the Thursday night. That was a bit of a rough few days, to be honest. So it's just Ruby now. And poor old Ruby, she's a little bit lost. She's only ever known Dolly. Ruby was 5 weeks old when we got her. So all she's known is Dolly. And I've got to coax her to eat because she was the new dog into the house. Dolly got everything first. Dolly got fed first, got her treats first. Dolly got everything first. And you put food down to Ruby, and Ruby's like looking around and thinking, well, can I eat this? Yes, Ruby, you can eat it. But there she is. She's snoring away. She's getting spoilt rotten. She hasn't been in her own bed for 2 weeks. Sleeps on the bed with us now. And that's probably how it will stay now. Can't put her in her crate on her own overnight. Not now. Not without Dolly next to her. So yeah, everything sort of moved around a bit. My chair's over here. Well, my chair, Ruby's chair. And it's in its day, it wasn't an inexpensive chair. But she can squeeze into there. She loves it. I've shunted up what was there. I've got a little glass table. Again, that was Angela's at some point. I inherited that. I've got loads of stuff in here that I've sort of Angela's. Like, I don't need this anymore. I can't fit this in. That little wooden table behind, that was Angela's. There's another thing. The white table that was there is now in there. The stuff that was standing in that corner was all standing on top of a 12-unit rack flight case. So the flight case is gone. Everything's now standing on top. I've got me special edition Ludwig snare drum is underneath there. It was over there. The mat for the drums is in that corner now. I've got a little like bedside cabinet, chest of drawers here. My printer's gonna go in there. I'm really hoping it's gonna work. But just in case you're interested, I mean, I'm rabbiting on here about bloody home decor. You might not give a tinker's cuss. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, people do ask me, what's with the carrier bag? Well, clearly, not clearly, not for those who don't know. That's a mic stand there, isn't it? And I keep my mic set up rather than me every time I get an idea or I get in the mood to sing a vocal. The mic's there, set up, and the plastic bag, you know, it's not floating around in the ocean, it's doing a job. And the ocean, it's the sea, isn't it? We're in England, it's the sea. Yeah, it's so that I got that idea from very famous, one of the world's best session drummers, Simon Phillips. Saw that in his own studio, and I've done that ever since I saw it. So yeah, I mean, my sister once commented on one of my videos, why does it look like you're filming in a skip? Saucy mare, honestly. But you know, this is a working studio. It's a studio, not a man cave. So yeah, and so I've been dealing with all this upheaval in the week that we were releasing a new song. Because we released a new song today. I don't know whether I mentioned it. Step Up is out today. It's a bit different from In the Alleyway. It's a lot different from In the Alleyways. It's still very touch of blue though. Kevin Taylor riff, Jason Dixon bass line, Keiron Metcalf drum part, and me on the vocals. It's a recording for, well, I'm not going to do the old what's it about, no, I'm not going to do one of those, but yeah, so it's been a bit tough, obviously with the passing of a cherished family pet, and then this week getting ready for the release of the single, the upheaval of everything, getting moved into the house from Angela's salon in town. But, you know, we got through it. I haven't done as much, like I said, as I should have done. It's life though, isn't it? I've done a bit, trying to keep on top of it. We'll see what happens. But, see, what I do, when I put a new single out, I put it out. Let's have it right. When I put a new single out of ours, I then avoid going on Spotify for artists and Apple for artists and Deezer Backstage. I basically get the data from Spotify, Deezer, Apple and Amazon. And I will now avoid going on those sites until our next single is released. And one of their plans is for, as I've said, each single to build on the last single and to build on the last single, build on the last single and to lay the foundation for the next single. Keep building up, building momentum. And so when In the Alleyways was released, No Turning Back was our best song at that time in regards to plays, streams a day. I won't tell you how many. I won't tell you how many. You wet yourself. But, no, that's by the by. Last night when I went on, Alleyways is now our #1 song in regards to streams per day. So that is an indication the plan is working. We in the space between releasing Alleyways and releasing Step Up, our streams have gone up by I can't remember what the number was now, 19%. So we've seen steady continual growth. Each song building on the last. So I will now, it will kill me because the next song, I'm just finishing the mix of it, by the way. Actually, flaming Nora. I'm actually very close to finishing the mix. I'm just doing some real fart-arsing about, automating some effects and that. My deadline for finishing this mix is today, but I've also got to do a radio edit of it. So I'm probably going to go a little bit over deadline, but not by much. Not enough to make a huge difference to the world. Not to us, anyway. Do you want to hear a bit? For what it's worth. Make sure the speakers are on. Little sneak peek for you. I'll play you the solo. That's it. That's all you're getting. But yeah, this one will be hot on the heels of Step Up. In order to do what we want to do, our schedule, this one will be out in 5 weeks. 5 weeks today, this will be out. So don't hang around with Step Up. You know, you've got to get in there quick and get it done. Get it downloaded, get it all streamed and all that, carry on. Because this one is coming hot on the heels, as they say. So can you hear her now? She's going for it like no one's business now. She is actually asleep. Bless her. She's snug though. So yeah, for the next 5 weeks, I will avoid looking at all the data, and then I will go onto those sites with bated breath, hoping that Step Up will be our #1 song. Who knows? But so far, so good. Anyway, I'm going to get off now because, look, again, this was only going to be a 5-minute video. 15 minutes! Blimey! Talking about Ruby and home improvements and drum kits and all that stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to get off. Just wanted to check in, say hello. I ain't been about for a while since my Spotify video. I'm probably going to do a little bit of an addendum. Not an addendum, a sort of follow-up to that video. A couple of things I wanted to touch on, didn't, just explain a few more things, how in regards to us anyway, but and the theory in general, but yeah, so but that's for another day. Just wanted to come in and say hello, let you know what's going on, because I don't know whether I said it earlier, our new single's out today. yeah I should have started with that, really. Don't know why I didn't. So yeah, Step Up it's called, out today. But yeah, I'm going to get off. Thanks everyone for watching, if you have been. If you haven't been, sod ya. But I still love you, and we'll have another chat soon, and see you then. All right? Ta-da, everyone. Ta-da. Ta-da.